My YouTubians out there, what's good, what's good? It's your boy Robbie, and I'm back with another video. What y'all got going on, man? What y'all got going on, man? Yo, this video we about to react to is gonna be coming from my boy Tommy NFG, and he's gonna be talking about how everything in 2026 is a damn scam. I could believe that, because based on what I'm seeing in the news and just what's going on in life, I feel that way. I feel like everything is a damn scam. So we're gonna see what my boy got to say here. Make sure you like, sub to the channel. Let's get to the video.
There's a couple of things that age bad that people universally know. Milk and cheese after a couple of days out fills with mold and all types of bugs. Any man who flies a turkey and gets a hairline surgery from the cheapest surgeon possible.
That's
Any
crazy.
A-list celebs tweets from 2009 to 2012. But nothing has aged worse this year than my video on how 2026 will heal us. Okay guys, can you stop DMing me and blaming me saying I jinxed this year? How was I supposed to know AI would implement spy systems in all of our governments and Trump would go nuclear mode in the world? Probably should have guessed it, but hold hope, we still have time. I feel like the more and more the year goes on and future years until it's stopped, every company, and I mean quite literally every company, is going super Kirby swallow mode on every consumer and trying to siphon as much as they can. And no other industry is doing that more than the RAM industry right now. I know, this has been a problem since...
Hey man, the RAM industry or RAM prices is out of control right now. I'm glad I got my PC when I did. I might have mentioned this before in one of my other videos, but yo, RAM is out of control.
Last year, so some people may be confused why I'm bringing it up like it's a new problem. Well, I'm here to let you know it's getting way worse. For the people who aren't a computer specialist engineer like me, RAM is one of the most critical parts of a computer, and it's like the active workspace of it. The best comparison is it works like the prefrontal lobe of the brain to handle tasks on a computer. It's one of the most important parts to a PC, and depending on how much you have, it can make and break how much your PC can do.
32 gigs over here.
At the start of 2025, it was still pretty normally priced, so people were still building their PCs or upgrading them willy-nilly. In fact, I actually upgraded around that time last year. I upgraded to 128 gigabytes of RAM, which is complete overkill. Most gamers at the most get 32 gigabytes of RAM. I needed a tax write-off, right? What, did you want me to send it to the IRS so it can go right in Netanyahu's bank account? I bought these two kits of 64 gigabytes for a grand total of $205 at the time.
Hey man, I seen on Amazon, like the RGB RAM, I seen them charging about 5 Benjamins for that. 5 of them joints. For some RAM, 32 gigs, mind you. They want 5 bills. Fuck you.
And if you wanted the price now, I couldn't tell you because on the Best Buy website, it's completely sold out. Whenever a RAM listing comes up now, people move in like a crowd of rabid monkeys fighting for one banana. But I can tell you on Corsair's website, for one kit of 64 gigabytes, which is half of what I got, it's $524 for the whole...
Really? Really?
Whole thing, which keep in mind is more than double what I paid, or if I got just one kit would be 5x what I paid. I don't even think
so we know RAM is crazy. What else is going on?
Scalping was 5x the normal price. This is a different type of robbery, and all of this is because our AI overlord companies are swooping in and siphoning the RAM all for themselves. Statistically, right now, AI data centers for 2026 have 70% of all RAM production made this year. I didn't know an industry could even take that much away from the public. No wonder all these RAM...
Yo, I know I'm stopping the video, y'all, but listen to this, man. It's not enough that you already kind of don't feel like you have something to yourself because you feel like every corner of your space is being occupied. Like when you go on social media, you know what I mean? The one place where you can kind of like be like, all right, I can build a PC, I can have something for myself. They ain't gonna take that away. It's like, you don't need to be gaming or anything like that, or even doing what I'm doing. Like, just be scrolling on your phone. You know what I'm saying? We'll make all the AI for you. We don't need you making any. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Companies are purely selling to these companies. And it's already a problem itself that people can't build their dream gaming PC after saving up, finally being able to do it. But this time, it isn't just anyone with a PC affected, it's the whole goddamn gaming industry. The Steam Deck, which is supposed to be the budget option of someone who doesn't want a PC but wants to play PC games, has been cooked because of RAM and sold out everywhere. Your only choice now is to either get it for double the price or wait for the price of it to magically fall. This is why you got people out there praying to God like Venom and Spider-Man 3 on AI's downfall. Valve was also supposed to release the Steam Machine, which is another alternative for people who don't want to buy a full gaming PC. Well, now that's gotten delayed because they can't get RAM for the system. And of course, you got the classic PlayStation 6, which we're now approaching 6 years since the original PlayStation 5 launch date. So Sony is supposed to be in the process of preparing and releasing the next console within a year or two. And that's no longer happening because AI is taking all the RAM so they can't buy it. These AI companies are moving like Sid from Toy Story. They putting down these other multi-billion-dollar companies like they're peasants. As much as we can blame these AI companies for doing this, the main culprits are the RAM producers themselves. They're choosing to sell these massive bulks of RAM to these companies because it's easy money instantly. As long as these AI companies keep building data centers, they're gonna keep doing it, so there's not much we can do. I'd love to say Gen Z will stand up to the tyranny and stop these corrupt organizations for selling out things rightfully belonging to the public, but we can't even agree which colors belong to which textbook subject in school, so that's not happening. By the way, math is blue, history is yellow, English is red, science is green, and art is purple. If you want to argue with me, no problem, you'll be instantly banned from all my socials. Of course, we also got housing prices now, which is a given. Not only in America, but in nearly every Western country, housing has reached historic levels of being unaffordable. Right now in the US, the median home price is 3.5 to 7.1 times the median yearly income. In the UK, it's worse. It's 9 times the average income, which is insane. And at least in America, if you spend, I don't know, $1 million, you could get a decent sized house with a good space to live in with a family. And the UK, for that same price, you're lucky to
Keep in mind, y'all, this is paper that we're talking about. 75% cotton, 25% linen. That's what we talking about here.
find a 500 square foot shed. And it just goes on and on for how bad the prices are. Also, for any millennials that try to say this ain't nothing for us and they had it harder back in 2008, experts are now officially saying the US housing market in 2026 is worse than 2008. So don't try to go trauma to trauma with this anymore. Worse housing market, 10x more the shootings, we going to war, beat that. I don't know why I'm saying that like it's a flex. It's actually very serious problems. COVID did really ruin everything because ever since the housing hike, prices have gone down for houses, but you know there's always those people that keep them high and leave it like that, which I think is what's gonna happen for RAM. If there's one thing companies like to do, it's stealing from the public without them figuring out it's a scam, and we just live the rest of our lives assuming it should actually cost that much even though they're making like 10x the profit on it. I remember after the peak of COVID was over, there was so many grocery stores that kept their prices up just because. The good thing is, guys, our federal administration is working hard to bring these prices down and help everyone achieve their goal of owning a home one day.
There's so much talk about, we're going to drive housing prices down. I don't want to drive housing prices down. I want to drive housing prices up. For people that own their homes, and they can be assured that's what's going to happen.
Well, guys, at least we can rent a $2,000 one-bedroom apartment for the next 60 years of our lives, and maybe we'll be able to get one by the time we're 70. It's a good thing our country funds another country that gets free.
I ain't gonna cap, man. It might be time to get the hell out of America. I'm sure you guys hear that a lot in social circles, but it really might be time to get out of here, man. Shit's cooked.
Healthcare and schooling for everyone. This is all okay. You already know things like how unaffordable it is, but seeing clips like that is the cherry on top. And even if you did find a home in your budget in 2026 that you think you could afford, the interest rate is still not that good at 6%. If you got a home in January 2021, the interest rate would have been 2.6%, basically in half. This specific interest rate was an anomaly due to COVID, so they had to do that. But if you look back before then, in 2016 to 2020, it bounced between 3 to 4%. So before COVID, it was still 2 percentage points lower than it is now. The good news is though, guys, that for the next couple of decades of our lifetime, multiple finance companies have predicted that the rate is gonna stay around the same or get worse in the future. Imagine you just locked in when you were a kid and bought a house back then, loser. Instead of, I don't know, being a stupid kid or teen. Maybe you should have been smart for once in your life and invested. I'm saying that as a joke, but that's dead ass how older generations think. Okay, I'll try to soften it with some actual good news. There is some cities and some places where housing prices are slowly dropping for people. The main place being Texas, which is why everyone and their mother is moving here. Texas is absurdly massive, so they basically have unlimited land to play with, although you do also risk unlimited gunshots being shot at you at any moment. Another scam getting worse is Ticketmaster and most ticket selling websites now, to be honest, which have been scummy companies for a while now. In fact, both the last and current government administration are suing them. I mean, you know it's bad when even a
See, this is the problem that we have in this country. We got individuals like this that are trying to run and decide the fate of everybody. Now, these two dudes, they grew up in a different time, dealt with a different economy, dealt with a different culture of people. You feel me? You know what I mean? Their parents and likely their grandparents was basically the blueprint of all of this. But we in a different day and age now. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way y'all think and do things is completely different than how we do things. You know what I mean? I was going to say while he was talking that for us late 80s, early 90s millennials, we really had it bad because we came out of high school, at least me, like we came out of high school 07, 08, 09, around that time. And so we was already getting off to a bad start as far as the economy because of the housing market. So we were already doomed when it came to buying a house. And right when we hit our like early 30s, here comes COVID. You know what I'm saying? And now here we are. Can't even buy a house. It's crazy.
like Trump is suing you for being a scammer. He usually wants to join in on the fun. They got caught themselves trying to help scammers jack up prices because once again with these companies, just like what I said for RAM companies, if they have a guaranteed way to make their money and can sell in bulk, they'll do it. It's also gotten even worse with dynamic pricing. If Satan came to this earth now, I believe dynamic pricing would be his first creation. All these ticket companies try to justify it by saying it helps combat scalpers. So their solution is instead of having the scalpers buy the tickets, everyone can buy it, but for 10x the price. Either way, I can't go in either scenario. I'm not buying it for the scalp price or that price, so what is the point of even doing this? There's a lot of artists too that have to get blamed for this as well. The reason I say that is because a lot of them try to act oblivious and go to the public like, no way guys, what? I just want everyone to be able to enjoy my show at a great price and have a good time. Companies should not be taking advantage of this. Meanwhile, after the show, they look at their bank account and are like, those stupid ass. They really believe me. 3 million in a night. Let's go. I'm buying another Rolls Royce and putting it in the garage. This is too easy. Whenever you see an artist try to act like they don't know why it's so high and it stays high, just know they know because something can be done. Michael Jackson notoriously was known for selling his tickets for cheap because he wanted fans to actually be able to come. And Taylor Swift, as much as we make jokes about her and she does have her own flaws, gets my respect because she chose not to use dynamic pricing so fans can enjoy her show. One of the worst culprits of it this year is FIFA for the 2026 World Cup. FIFA's already been known as a pretty scummy company when it comes to its consumers. For the first time in history, this World Cup, they decided to use dynamic pricing. And let's just say,
good luck to anybody who can afford this shit.
World Cup
Damn. They want $1,900 for a ticket?
prices from 2022 to 2026 have increased over 1,000% for tickets. This is exactly why everyone hates us, man. How is this even possible? You already got fans around the world who said they were 100% not coming after seeing prices. As an example, for the final match of the World Cup, which is the most anticipated and hyped up, the 2022 one for the worst seed, aka the upper deck, was $206. For the worst seeds of the final match, I mean, that isn't bad at all. That's actually really good for people on a budget. For the 2026 World Cup, that same seed is now $2,000. And because dynamic pricing, it only keeps going up, so for whoever made this chart, they need to update it because now, as of the time I'm recording this, it's $7,700.
Whoa. You got to be tripping. $7,700 for a FIFA ticket? Really? Really?
$198 for the backseat. Oh, but don't worry, it's the price including fees. I don't even think the average upper income person would buy this. That's a complete scam. For that,
Man, let me tell y'all something, yo. I don't know if y'all watched NBA All-Star Weekend, but I'm sure y'all saw in the stands, there were a lot of empty seats. That wasn't no coincidence. That is because can't nobody afford them damn tickets? And then it's not even exciting. Now, I know FIFA, that is a totally different monster. And you got some people out there that will genuinely pay that fee. Even if they got to buy now, pay later their ticket, they will do it. You know what I'm saying? Just to go. But I'm just saying, like, you can't even make it affordable for people to just have the experience. You know what I'm saying? Just be in the building or be around the building. That might be what a lot of people are going to be doing. Like, we're going to be hosting the FIFA World Cup here in Atlanta in July. And I would imagine people just going to be outside. I'm going to be out there.
At price, you could fly to like 3 countries, have full week vacations doing activities. It only gets worse too. For the final match of the 2022 World Cup, the best seat you could have gotten was $1,607. For the 2026 World Cup, that same seat is... I can't even read the price out loud.
15 bands. Okay.
It'll piss me off just saying it. Just look at this price. This is also in dollars, so imagine the people coming from different countries with a currency that's way weaker than it. You may end up paying 2 to 3x even that price. This might be the first World Cup final match to not be sold out ever. Maybe I'm being too much of a skeptic, but let me know how many people y'all know that would casually drop 7.8 bands on a World Cup ticket. If the game does somehow sell out, the seats are going to be purely full of Saudi princes and billionaires from around the world. I do sincerely hope it miserably fails, because the fact they have the audacity to even charge people that is disgusting. If they lower the prices, I still want it to fail. This proves that these organizations only care about profits, and I think they're trying to see if they can get away with this. Think of it too, imagine you're traveling to another country. This isn't even counting the cost of your plane ticket, the hotel, the food you'll buy. It's also on top of the fact that people around the world aren't even coming to the US anymore. Tourism is dropping because people are scared to come here. If the
I'm telling you, man, we are starting to see the cracks in the armor. You feel me? Everything is just falling apart. Nobody's watching basketball no more. Nobody's attending games. It's likely going to happen with this FIFA. Now, I heard Trump say something along the lines about this is going to generate $30 billion. With prices like that, I see why you would say that. But it won't be the common folks that'll be there. It's going to be the rich people.
Average person does save up a pretty penny to buy it. I can't see them getting a ticket without financing it for the next 2 years and paying it off. The best thing I can say on how to operate in this whole scam era is nothing. You have no power. I say don't give these companies like FIFA the audacity to charge the average person these prices your money. At the most, if you need something like RAM, I would get it secondhand. You could say that defeats the purpose, but I don't care. I'm not getting it from them. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys.
All right, it's gonna be the end of the video. Make sure y'all go follow him. But yeah, man, everything does feel like a damn scam in 2026. From ticket prices, home prices, RAM, everything is just through the roof. And it doesn't even have to be. You know what I mean? They don't have to do any of this stuff, but they just bored. You know what I'm saying? Human beings are bored and they think too damn much, in my opinion. But y'all get down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Do y'all feel like 2026 is a scam? You feel like you're getting scammed out there? I do. But y'all let me know. I'm going to make sure I'm going to link this video in the description in case y'all want to go check out the brother's videos. Go support him. If you made it this far into this video, like I always be telling y'all, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I'll be putting a lot into these videos, man. We're going to keep it rolling. I'm going to get to the next one. Make sure you like, sub to the channel. Until next one, I'm out of here.